a album request. Since one of my followers asked me so nicely to do this, like this is the fourth studio album. This is an album review, a classic album review of the fourth album by American rock band called the Goo Goo Dolls. Called Superstar Car Wash. Superstar Car Wash is based off of they got the title, the name from an actual car wash in Buffalo, New York, where they're from. And like it was this album was released February 23rd, 1993. And like I think they were fresh off of them. They was originally signed to Metal Blade Records, which is a well-known heavy metal record company. Like when the Goo Goo Dolls first came out, they did like hard rock and punk rock. But like I think like this was when they came out with this album. When they came out with this album and the album that followed it, a boy named Goo, like their sound started to change. Their sound started to change, and like they were going in a uh, completely different direction compared to the previous albums that came before this one. Cause like this album, a boy named Goo, Dizzy Up the Girl, like those albums were like these watered down uh, acoustic catchy type of songs compared to their previous punk rock hits. Like with this album, they had songs like "We Are the Normal" and "So Far Away," which were like the singles that came off of this. But then like it's other epic songs on here like "String of Lies," "Don't Worry," "Girl Right Next to Me," and "Cause You're Gone." It really captures that that transition in essence because like they basically uh, musically Goo Goo Dolls they were transitioning their music styles when they put out this album, and you can kind of tell in songs like Lucky Star or Don't Worry, like that feel and that vibe that album that this album had. And like Johnny Resnick, Bob, Robbie Takak, and George Tatuska. They really they did an excellent job on this album, and the production, like the mixing and the production, is like impeccable. And like even though this album came out in 1993. It don't even have that vibe to it. It's like a '93 album, but it's not like a '93 album. You could just feel it in the music and like the way they put the music out and with the guitar playing, the Johnny Resnick's vocals. And like they basically stay true to they're staying true to their sound, even though they're changing it within this album and within the album that follows after this. And like it's another song on here. I forget what's the name of the song. Like yeah, the song "So Far Away" was originally called "Dancing in Your Blood." I wish they would have kept that title. "So Far Away" was called "Dancing in Your Blood," but they changed it because like mainstream wasn't gonna let them. If they wanted to become mainstream, they wouldn't be able to put out a song like that called "Dancing in Your Blood." It was like this like it had the same sound structure, but the lyrics were different and minimal instrumentation. But like that's just the way it is. That's the beauty of certain songs. But like that alternative college rock, like this is like a like a bit. That's another thing I like about this album. This is pure college rock. It sounds like college rock, alternative rock, and punk rock all rolled into one, with with a slight dash of hard rock. And like this is a very good album, and this is a very good album. And like I didn't know what to expect when I first heard this album. Because prior to this, I wasn't that I wasn't that big. I'm not that big of a fan of Goo Goo Dolls. Yeah, but like I think it's only one song that I kind of like by them. Is like, and I don't want the world. I forget the name of that song. It was on the City of Angels album. That's the only song I kind of like it about them. But then like when I was told about this album and I checked it out, I'm like, man, this is a very good album. And I saw this album at Half Price Books. I should have bought it when I had the chance. Yeah, I think somebody else bought it. But like This is a very good album on here. The best songs on this album are So Far Away, We Are the Normal, Girl Right Next to Me, Cause You're Gone, String of Lies, and Already There. And, oh yeah, and Stop the World. Those are the best tracks on this album. All right. Hold up. From a scale of 1 to 10, I give this a 9.5. From a scale of 1 to 20, I give it a 19.5. This is a very good album by the Goo Goo Dolls.